Hey lovelies, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. It is that time of the week again when we are testing makeup. And yes, we are testing base makeup. That's why we have nothing on. I just want to start with a quick apology that if you can hear any background noise, I do apologise. Summer is in full flow here in the UK and we are surrounded by children. Not my choice. I'm sorry. So yeah, if there's anything kicking off in the background, just ignore it. Neighbours be neighbours, you know. Anyway, today I am playing with something that has been making the rounds over on TikTok again. I know I don't usually go in for the hype products, but I believe this hype is currently because it's on sale. It already had its hype moment quite a lot of months ago. But yeah, now that it's on sale, my chance to try it. So I figured here we go. So today we are playing with the HNB Cosmetics Luminous Soft Focus Airbrush Foundation. Yeah. Why so long? Anyway, aside from that, this is a full coverage luminous foundation that will leave the skin looking completely flawless, covers blemishes and pigmentation, and leaves the skin looking healthy and radiant. Big claims. Also comes in 25 shades. I picked up the shade LF5N. I swear to God, like HNB, you're making everything a frigging mouthful. Honestly. Let's hope it's a better shade match than the last time I got a foundation. Because that was a frigging nightmare. I know, right? Also, quickly on the packaging, the lid does that. That's the first time I've seen that, actually. And I think that's really handy. Might get a little bit messy, but you will actually never lose your lid. So, bonuses all round. Anyway, let's get this on the skin and we'll come back and give our first impressions, yeah? Okay, so that actually locks into place so you can then use the pump. Which is she's fairly good. But yeah. Little annoying that you can't see the shade through the bottle either. But yeah. There we go. Took a while.
Yeah, this is already a much better shade match than the Made by Mitchell one that I got. See what happens when you actually put the description of your shades on the product description. People can, like, shade match. Please, Mitchell, please. Sort out. Thanks.
You know when you forget to hit record? I forgot to hit record. I'm really sorry. I'd say that's looking all right. It's luminous. It's got really good coverage, as you saw. I didn't actually need to put much on. Decent shade match. It's quite glowy. So let's put on the rest of the base powder. See where we're at from there. And yeah. Okie doke. I think that's actually really nice. It's not separated or lifted in any capacity with putting the contour or the concealer on, which is fabulous. It's not become cakey or patchy at all upon putting powder over the top of it. Blemishes are covered. It's not overly highlighting skin texture either, which is fabulous. There is still a slight glow there. Not as much as there was, obviously. I'm too heavy-handed on the powder. My bad. So yeah, let's get the rest of this base on and see where we go from there. Well, we are all done. I have to say, I'm actually hugely impressed with this foundation so far. Um, I mean, look at it. I know I don't have the best skin so it's not showing up any of the problematic areas. I had a bit of a red spot here. Now you can still kind of see it, but you can't at a distance, so I'm fine with that. We still have a soft, natural-ish look to the skin. I mean, it is full coverage foundation, so it's not going to be totally natural, you know what I mean? But, and yeah, it does feel really lightweight. It's not like greasy or anything like that. It feels really nice. It handles all the other products well, even other brands. It blends in nicely. In actual fact, one thing that I really did notice was how easily I was able to blend in my concealer. My concealer and my contour actually. It works really well with both of those products in order to create like a really seamless moment. So yeah, I can't complain at that. So yeah, so far so good. Oh, none of this really affects the foundation, but let's get my face this time. Oh yeah. This time I may have put too much on, but it's done what it always does, adds a little bit more life to anything, just freshens up that powder base a little bit more. Yeah, I have to admit, there's been a lot of hype over the HNB foundation. The soft focus airbrush foundation is actually pretty damn good at the minute. Um, obviously, do a full wear test, what we usually do. So what time is it now? 5 to 5. So much for doing these earlier. I will be back in 5, 6-ish hours if possible. Might be sooner depending how the day turns out. We'll see. So yeah, we'll come back in a few hours and see how it's one of the time. So I suppose what is in a sec from you is in a bit from me. And we are back, guys. Who'd have thought it? It's now 10:20. So what we've had this on about 6 hours now. Yeah, in total. Do you know what? I'd say we're still looking really good actually. So yeah, after 6 hours of wear, I'm not really seeing any breakdown of product. We are starting to look a little bit shinier, but we still feel pretty intact, I guess is the word. We still don't feel oily. That's what I'm looking for. We're still not feeling greasy, which is great. And okay, we are starting to look it a little bit. But in all fairness, I have tried full coverage matte foundations that have looked greasier than this after this amount of wear. So I can't really complain that a Luminous foundation is looking a little shiny after 6 hours of wear. And when I say shiny, it's not horrible. It's still giving very much like natural. It's giving more natural glow now than it was 6 hours ago. But that's probably just down to the powder. But yeah, I actually do kind of prefer the finish more now than I did then. We have creased a little bit on the forehead here. But one thing I did notice when I filmed the video for the Arena app is that I didn't put as much powder on my forehead as I usually would do, which is probably why this has creased the amount that it has. But around the nose area, around the mouth, under the eyes is still looking really good. And like I say, all around the nose, still intact. It's all still there, still looking great. So, you know how I said earlier on in the video that this really was worth the hype? I stand by it even more now. Honestly, it's an absolutely beautiful foundation. It's still not causing me any issues skin-wise or anything like that. The transfer has been absolutely minimal. It has stayed on my face, as you can tell. Like, this is better than this eyebrow. But yeah, overall very happy, very much worth its money. Happy to pay full price for it as well. So, sorry, Makeup Revolution. I think you might have just been replaced as my go-to foundation with this HNB Cosmetics one. The only problem being, I also bought a Be Perfect Cosmetics one. I got the Chroma not that long ago, and I haven't played with it yet. So we'll see if this remains the new favourite after that. But yeah, actually super happy. I've not got anything left to say, I don't think. Apart from be sure to check us out on other social media sites. The name is the same as here. So we hope to see you there. And I hope you join me for the next one, and I will see you soon. Bye.